Welcome to a new video on my BeagleBoard Classic running embedded Linux. Right here. Connected via HDMI cable to this monitor. And as well as a serial cable connected to a Linux computer. Both are necessary to nicely boot the BeagleBoard. Also connected to USB cable, this one, which leads to this USB hub with network for virtual network computing, for which I use the Linux laptop. Then using Python I control this robo interface and this roller track made with fischertechnik. And last time I tried once again to improve this lower track, so the ball or bullet or whatever you call it runs down the track using this inverted conveyor belt and this one as well to get the balls right there. Why is the conveyor belt inverted? Well, or how is it inverted? Usually it goes on top, but now it drags them along underneath. And last time I found that the balls kept stuck here, and then the idea was to use a cardan joint or a series of cardan joints to drive yet another inverted conveyor belt to get them rolling. Why cardan joints? Well, I'm out of motors, or at least I'm out of, not really out of motors, but out of connectors for motors, although I might be able to connect them here, but then I would have to use power motors because I'm out of small motors and I rather not use power motors for this stuff. Anyway, let's see if cardan joints are the solution. Then, if you've seen this series of videos before, this is a view of the Linux laptop, at least software running on it. This is the virtual network computing with the diagnosis interface, my own Python code and a terminal to run it. Then a Minicom serial terminal, which is necessary to boot the BeagleBoard, and camera view. So right now the point is I have constructed cardan joints coming from here, from this motor, and the question is, do they run properly? So last time I already constructed some joints and I added two more because it somehow has to go like this. But will it work anyway? Well, there's only one way to find out. Run it. And if I run it like this, this is not going to work. So I probably will have to construct more of them, like somehow like this. So that means that I will somehow have to construct something here, or if I go like a straight line, replace one by a longer axis or axle, and then make it longer. What happens if I hold it like this? Then it probably goes wrong, because then this has a wrong angle. Because this is a much better angle this way, you can still run it. And this way you can't run it. So if I hold it like this, can I run it? Yes, and I move the conveyor belt as well. So this may be possible. Okay, so that runs in a very dry run, of course. Then this is too thick for this motor. Can I change that? Yes, by elevating it. By elevating the motor a little bit. Otherwise, this whole conveyor belt can't even be applied. Right, two things to do. Longer axle and increase this height. Right, so now the whole cardan system is mounted, constructed. Started from here, it goes entirely around to here. Big question, will it actually work? I elevated the motor and this system as well, so I do hope that the balls are still being transported. That's a big question, but let's try it anyway. And I have to use motor 4 for this one. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. And then everything should start to move. So yeah, I'm moving this over for a little bit. Better, yeah. Open. Okay. Motor 4. And yes, it does move. And one ball comes over here. So let's move the ball again from here. Then the ball gets stuck here, helping it a little bit. And there it comes, which means now that this chain, or this gear, which comes in the middle of the conveyor belt, is too low. I have to elevate the gear, which also means that the current elevation of this motor is too low. So what to do? Very good question. But most important, the current idea of the cardan joints is not bad. But without the conveyor belt, it means nothing. How to go on? With the gear inside the conveyor belt, it shows that it has to be, not surprisingly considering this conveyor belt, exactly at the height of the motor. So despite the elevation of the whole thing, the motor has to go. And then, since this is an axle, I can just move the motor around. So it could go here, and then the entire space is free. Will that work out? No clue, but I have to try something. So let's do another reconstruction, see if that works out. And I have to keep in mind which direction it works. So currently it goes this way. So If I put it this way, I'll have to see how the wiring works. But let's first see how that works out space-wise. And some more reconstruction. So now I have put this in a way fixed to the frame, and that gave me first a problem because this motor wouldn't do anything, but that turned out not to be a wiring issue, but more like the angle of the cardan joints have some angle of 45 degrees or more, and this is now more or less a wrong angle. They're flexible, but when I changed the position of this block, it either stopped working or did work. Now it works, but not ideally. Also, the conveyor belt has a middle and then some extension, and it turned out that this was too close. So I had to reconstruct this as well. So now it runs nicely. Let me show you by running the diagnostics. Motor 4. So this has some jolts in it, which is not desirable, but it's the way it is for now. This whole thing is supported from here, not ideally at all. Therefore I have taken these lightweight L shapes. And now I see something else. This has yeah, and now they run even less. Okay, better. Does it run? Well, you see here. Can you see it? And more or less with jolts. So it remains to be seen if that has to stay like that. Anyway, when I have this, it might run. And of course this gear has to be mounted here as well somehow, so it's not finished. So let me hold everything and put that conveyor belt on it. Hopefully that will work out. Okay, so it's not the white thing. Second gear in it. Oh, I may even try to put this block into it. Let's see how that will work out. Will it work out? I doubt it, by the way. I think it is too much of a distance. Yes, it is too much of a distance. That would be one block. Okay, let's put it in vertically. And then one other block. So that would be something like this. Alright. Will this work? I have no idea. All I can do is try again. Let's run. Oh, it runs the wrong way. Oh, I did not foresee this to happen. It runs the wrong way. It has to run backwards. Look at that. How does that happen? That it runs the wrong way while it goes the right way here. So left, 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 left. It runs the wrong way. Go figure. I didn't see that coming. That is a problem. Actually a showstopper. Yeah, how to solve that one? Oh, I know. Because this one is coming from here and that one is coming from the other side. That is the problem. So the direction doesn't change. The side from where it comes is the problem. And that is all that makes the difference. Oops. Yeah, why do they end with an oops? Because of these kind of things. And that will have to come next time. And with this last reconstruction ending with an oops, I say thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, please. Always appreciate it. And you can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. You can show your support by making a donation via either PayPal or Wired, and you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website and with my videos. More information, please see my website, which is listed under this video and at the end of this video. Lots of other projects and information. This is of course going to be continued. So for now, have a nice day, stay safe, and bye bye.